Shadows in the Nursery. In the tranquil town of Willowbrook, nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering meadows, lived a delightful young girl named Emma. Her bright blue eyes sparkled with curiosity, and her golden curls framed a face perpetually lit by an infectious smile. Emma's laughter was the melody that resonated through the cobblestone streets, bringing joy to all who encountered her. As Emma's 6th birthday approached, her mother, Sarah, sought the perfect gift to celebrate her daughter's boundless spirit. Wandering through the town's quaint marketplace, Sarah's eyes fell upon an antique shop she hadn't noticed before. Drawn by an inexplicable pull, she entered and was greeted by the musty scent of aged treasures. Amidst the relics, a doll caught her attention, a porcelain figure with rosy cheeks, dressed in a frilly pink gown. Its glassy blue eyes seemed to mirror Emma's own, and Sarah felt an immediate connection. The shopkeeper, an elderly woman with a knowing gaze, hesitated before selling the doll, murmuring a warning Sarah couldn't quite decipher. On the morning of Emma's birthday, sunlight streamed through the lace curtains as she unwrapped her mother's gift. Her squeal of delight echoed through the house as she embraced the doll, which she promptly named Lily. From that moment, Emma and Lily were inseparable, sharing secrets, tea parties, and bedtime stories. The doll seemed to be the perfect companion, and Sarah felt content seeing her daughter so happy. However, as days turned into weeks, subtle changes began to unsettle the household. Objects shifted from their places, shadows danced where none should be, and a chilling draft lingered despite the summer warmth. Emma's demeanor transformed as well. Her once warm hugs grew cold, her laughter hollow, and her gaze distant. She spoke to Lily in hushed tones, conversations that ceased whenever Sarah entered the room. Concern gnawed at Sarah's heart. One evening, as the grandfather clock chimed midnight, she resolved to confront the unease that had settled over their home. Steeling herself, she tiptoed to Emma's room. Moonlight cast eerie patterns on the floor as she pushed the door open. There, on the shelf, sat Lily, her porcelain face impassive yet unnervingly watchful. With a deep breath, Sarah reached out, her fingers brushing the doll's cold surface. A jolt of darkness surged through her, freezing her in place. Visions flooded her mind, glimpses of sorrow, pain, and malevolence. Gasping, she withdrew her hand, realization dawning that Lily was the source of the creeping dread. Determined to free her daughter from the doll's sinister grip, Sarah knew what had to be done. She seized Lily, the doll's unyielding form resisting her grasp. Summoning all her strength, she hurled it against the wall. The porcelain shattered, fragments scattering across the wooden floor. A deafening silence enveloped the room, followed by a piercing scream that seemed to emanate from the very walls. The temperature plummeted, and a shadowy figure coalesced amidst the shards, a wraith of anger and despair. It loomed before Sarah, its presence suffocating, eyes burning with vengeful fire. Emma stirred in her bed, awakened by the commotion. Her blue eyes, now clear and innocent, widened in fear as she beheld the apparition. "Mommy," she whimpered, her voice trembling. Sarah positioned herself between Emma and the entity, her maternal instincts overriding her terror. "You will not have her," she declared, her voice steady. Memories of stories her grandmother once told surfaced, tales of spirits bound to objects, seeking release through possession. Recalling the antique shop, Sarah realized the shopkeeper's warning was not unfounded. She remembered the sage and protective symbols her grandmother used to ward off evil. Desperation fueled her actions as she grabbed a silver locket from her neck, a family heirloom believed to carry protective charms. Holding it aloft, she began to chant a prayer passed down through generations. The spirit recoiled, its form flickering like a candle in the wind. It let out a guttural wail, the sound reverberating through the house. The walls trembled, picture frames crashing to the floor. Sarah continued her incantation, her voice growing stronger with each word. A radiant light emanated from the locket, engulfing the room in a warm glow. The spirit thrashed, its screams reaching a fevered pitch before dissolving into the light. As the brilliance faded, a profound silence settled over the house. Emma ran into her mother's arms, sobbing. "I'm sorry, Mommy. I didn't know Lily was bad." Sarah held her daughter close, tears streaming down her face. "It's not your fault, sweetheart. She's gone now. We're safe." In the days that followed, the oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the warmth returned to their home. Emma's laughter once again filled the air, and the shadows that had haunted their lives dissipated. Sarah, however, remained vigilant, her experience a stark reminder of the unseen forces that lurk beyond the veil. She returned to the antique shop, seeking answers, but found it abandoned, as if it had never existed. Clutching the silver locket, she whispered a silent vow to protect her daughter from whatever darkness might seek to intrude upon their peaceful lives. And so, in the serene town of Willowbrook, life resumed its gentle rhythm, with a mother and daughter bound closer than ever by the trials they had overcome, and the unbreakable bond of love that had seen them through.